Back. Welcome back to the show. We have tweaked the audio in a way that'll work for the benefit of you guys so you guys are not as annoyed as you typically could be. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see everybody back here. Doing the show, obviously, doing a little more of the show than usual, but this is great. We're going to talk about day 8. I can't believe we're on day 8, man. It's crazy. Absolutely wild, man. Give me a few seconds. We're just setting up a couple things real quick. But yeah, gold earlier surged past $4,000 an ounce. We're on day 8 of the government shutdown, and this has been wild. Wild to me. I mean, are they close to a negotiation? Like, what are we looking at? And we're going to see here in just a second. Give me a few moments, everybody. We're almost there. Almost there. Here we go. Here we go. Now 1. Nothing wrong with me. 2. Nothing wrong with me. 3. Nothing wrong with me. 4. Nothing wrong with me. 1. Something's got to give. Here we go. Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. I want to live in the blue. How about you? We're almost there, folks. Sorry for the delay. Almost there. There we go. Can you believe it? I sure can't. Hello. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Kenzie Lee. Appreciate you. Do you lick your toilet seat? How did you know? They're catching on to me. Why are you catching on to me? Don't you know what I'm doing here? If you know, why don't you leave my pussy alone? Can you please leave my pussy alone? My mussy is dry all day and night. If you're so rude. What's going on, my you-know-what? Why do you say that? What's up, silly jinx? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Make sure you guys simp-scribe to the channel, please. The more simp-scribers we have, the better. Let's look into this a little bit further, all right? So the IRS is furloughing nearly half of its staff. FAA-related delays continue. The Senate votes to reopen the government keeps failing. So they're trying to reopen, but the Democrats just won't budge. I mean, at least the IRS will be furloughing half of its workforce, and maybe they'll shut down the IRS for good. Yeah. Shut down. I would be down for them to shut down the IRS, dude. Get rid of the IRS, man. IRS sucks. Nobody likes, even though I pay my taxes, I still hate the IRS. This channel is whatever I want it to be. Tahoe, I do whatever I want on this channel. Whatever I want. Oh yeah, you better know it. You better show it. Yeah. But welcome to the show, everybody. We are live, large, and in charge. Sort of. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. We're living in the yellow. Sort of. Let's see. Rush is reuniting. Okay, that's good. They're a good band. Pretty solid band overall, man. The Goats. Oh, hi, Mark. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. The more simps we have, the better. We need more simp scribers, not subscribers, but simp scribers. Thank you, please. Hey, more simps, more pimps, dude. Yeah, I can't believe Rush is reunited. Heck yeah, dude. It's good. Solid band, man. Solid band. But how is everybody doing today? How are we doing, folks? Simp scribe, man. We got to be simps. Okay, I'm not a true simp because I'm too much of a pimp, you know? What's up, pimp? Oh, pimp in the box. Hey, you know what, man? We got super chats in the house, so if anybody wants to give out any super chats, you're more than welcome. If there's any true simps, any true pimps, if you use a pimp or use a simp, yeah, you got that ability, man. You got that ability. You got that ability. What up, pimp in the box? Yeah. If you's a pimp, then can you be a simp? Did you guys hear about my boy Diddy? He got 4 years in prison. But I think he'll probably be out in a couple Christmases because of good behavior, because he's just the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. Diddy is the GOAT, obviously, and I think most people recognize that he's the GOAT of the hip-hop game. And I think people need to show some respect. I think LeBron needs to stop being so two-faced and recognize how awesome the Didster is, okay? Diddy's back, dude. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, 'cause we gay boys for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, 'cause we gay boys for life. In other news, 500 National Guard troops arrive in Chicago area amid resistance from Illinois' governor. In other headlines, Elon Musk and Prince Andrew named in the latest Epstein files release. Whoa. That's from news.sky.com. That's crazy. AP News, Comey pleads not guilty to Trump Justice Department case, accusing him of lying to Congress. Oh, my God. So just a quick thing. For day 8 of the government shutdown, the IRS will furlough nearly half of its workforce. This is an APnews.com article. Half of its workforce on Wednesday was written by Fatima Hussein as part of an ongoing government shutdown, according to an updated contingency plan posted to its website. Most IRS operations are closed, the agency said in a separate letter to its workers. The news comes after President Donald Trump and Congress failed to strike an agreement to fund federal operations, and the government shutdown has entered its second week with no discernible end game in sight. The agency initial lapsed appropriations contingency plan, which provided for the first 5 business days of operations, stated that the department would remain open using Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act funds. Now, only 39,870 employees, or 53.6%, will remain working. There's a lot of employees, dude. First off, by the way, the IRS is bloated. They need to reduce. They need to reduce their headcount, if anything. Dorian Greenwald, president of the National Treasury Employees Union, said in a statement that taxpayers should expect increased wait times, backlogs, and delays implementing tax law changes as the shutdown continues. Taxpayers around the country will now have a much harder time getting the assistance they need just as they get ready to file their extension returns due next week. She said every day these employees are locked out of work is another day of frustration for taxpayers and a growing backlog of work that sits and waits for the shutdown to end. She urged the Trump administration and Congress to reach an agreement that reopens government and restores the services that Americans need and deserve. Yeah, that makes sense to me, man. Makes perfect sense to me. You're not the one I need. You're just the one that I want. There ain't no sense in love. There ain't no sense in love. So what do we do about this, you guys? What do we do? OMG. I also want to apologize to anybody who has commented on any of my previous videos, any of my shorts. I've been very delayed. I am going to spend probably some time responding to the comments when I'm laying in bed. I think that'll probably be a good thing to do, because I do pride myself on being able to reply to every single comment. It's one of the big things about this show. We dedicate that. Oh, yeah. One of my buddies said my Bitcoin $10 Bitcoin gift from Robinhood is worth $13. I can retire now? I let my buddy know that he could retire if he gives me all of his Bitcoin. For all my hard work, I demand all of his Bitcoin. Even though I think Bitcoin is a total grift, by the way. The griftiest of all grifts. You know, Bitcoin really is it's just too grifty for me, man. It's too grifty. Do you want to stay grifty? Is used as Swifty. They call me Witty. P. Diddy. Pimp in the box. Use a pimp in the box. Yeah. It's good to see everybody, though. Pimp in the box, dude. Pimp in the box, man. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button above. Boom. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love my buddies, and we have buddies and we got weird ass text. I'm not even gonna say half the shit we're saying in our text chain. It's not PC, bro. It's not PC, bro. My brony brothers. Hold on. I'm eating a tiny apple, man. Everybody's always trying to steal my eyebrows, man. It's a shame. Pimp in the box. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, by the way. Oh, yeah. Hey, we got Kimoy, dude. My boy Kimoy, dude. How am I sounding, you guys? Do I sound all right? I'm making sure that the volume is not too crappy. I'm making sure it's not too low. We're ready. We are ready. So what are you guys thinking, man? Man, Dustin, dude, what's your problem, brother? I've been doing really good on this channel. Well, I don't know. I feel like that chat overlays is too much. All right, we're going to go back to what worked before. Now that we got better audio quality, I think that's really the key. I think it was the key the whole time. Just didn't realize it. Well, I just heard. We don't want to have the screen overcrowded, so... Joe Flacco may end up retiring. What? Good Lord, man. Joe flippin' Flacco may retire today. What? That's a Pat McAfee headline, by the way. Well, let's see here. It's going to be a pretty short stream. I'm just waiting for my boy Nathan to come on by. So yeah, I try not to live too much in the red on the audio, so doing a couple audio tests. So the last part of this stream is kind of an F around stream, really. I just kind of wanted to go briefly over the government shutdown. I pretty much talked about everything. There's really not much to talk about. No, there's no progress in it, so we're on day 8. And but yeah, there just really isn't a lot of progress. And let's see. No progress in it, so we're on day 8. And but yeah, there just really isn't a lot of progress. And let's see. No progress in it, so we're on day 8. And so let me take a look here. I'm actually seeing how the audio sounds. Testing, 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 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm the greatest white rapper in the US of A. So let me take a look here. I'm actually seeing how the audio sounds. Testing, 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 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm the greatest white rapper in the US of A. Yeah, the audio actually sounds really good. It doesn't look like I'm peaking. We can see we got the so we got the threshold. The beauty is ding dong, ding dong. All right, so I think, interestingly enough, I kind of want to see what I want to do. I'm going to do a bit of a A/B. I guess you call it an A/B test, where you test the way something looks and how it's like input on the screen. So for example, if I am looking at somebody else's thing here, hold on. Okay, so then I got to center this. I want to give a big shout out to everybody. Let me do a little test run on here. I have probably the most tolerant audience of all time, except for my boy Brad. Brad is not tolerant. He just my boy Brad is a no nonsense man. Guy's a no nonsense kind of guy. It's just how my boy rolls. Let's see here. We'll kind of tuck this down a little bit. The tuck rule. Here we go. Let's see. Ding dong. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what it looks like on the mobile screen, which is kind of dope, kind of cool. Yeah, so it's good to actually check on your actual mobile device to see what a live stream is looking like. This is something I recommend to anybody who does vertical lives, because most people, a majority of people, in fact, I think 99% of people who are watching a vertical live are watching it from their phone. It's very rare that you have somebody watching these types of videos from their desktop computer. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's all sounding pretty decent. Kind of going over the threshold a little bit. So one of the reasons why I'm glad I reduced the gain to 7 decibels and put the threshold to -6 decibels, it just kind of felt right, you know. I don't want to live in the red too much. As they say, ignorance is bliss when you're measuring butt to tip. Yeah. But it seems that more people are staying on here, so that's kind of good. The limiter is helping because testing 1 2. You know, it keeps everything kind of squared away. You know. Let's see what else we got. I'm waiting for my brony brother. I call them all my bronies. Yeah, I could... in this instance, how close would too close be? Let's see, maybe put it down just a little further. Just a couple pixels down. And we also, like I said, got to make sure that we're transforming this, centering on the horizon. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we're good on the decibel levels for sure. We try to, on this show, we do try to live in the yellow, but we also try to not really peak to the red too often. So it is a bit of a struggle from time to time. But I do want the sound to be as natural as possible. So living in the yellow is a tough one. You know, keeping the microphone away from my face sometimes helps out quite a bit. Keeping the microphone at a reasonable distance, and when I do peek out, it's never anything too crazy. The limiter in place does make it to where if I get a little loud and a little bit obnoxious, it does keep me in a good rhythm overall, which is nice. But yeah, you don't have to really keep the microphone too close. And if I do peek into the red, it's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to peek into the red on that one. But overall, we're pretty low on viewers at the moment. That's okay. Damn, it sounds like it's going to be cold, man. I will say, when the stuff is on my face, it seems like I'm getting more views. So definitely note to self, put more stuff on my face. But overall, yeah, I think that what we're doing here is good. I might want to up the... maybe I'll up the decibel levels a little bit. We'll up it to 7.5 and we'll see. Because here's the thing. I think living in the red's not bad. It's just when you start living in the deep red on this, it gets a little bit sketchy. So my goal is to kind of be at the beginning of the red, but at the end of the blue. At the end of the yellow, sorry. On the audio levels. Brad sent me a package? What? I didn't know Brad sent me a package? What a stud, dude. Brad better send me his package. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I will admit that at least making it to where it doesn't peak as high. I think staying in the low red, I think, is kind of where I want to be. Because if you get a little, because the limiter of the -6 is perfect for this show, and yeah, give me one more second. I want to pull up OBS Studio separately, and I'll explain why I'm doing this here in a second, because OBS Studio gives me a better look at the audio displays. Okay. Oh, okay, so I probably should update. I'm going to update OBS real quick. Streamlabs OBS and regular OBS are technically two separate programs, but Streamlabs OBS is basically, so Streamlabs is an Streamlabs OBS at the root is OBS, the actual OBS software. Streamlabs, though, I prefer using Streamlabs OBS because it has a lot of cool built-in features to it, but I also keep regular OBS on my computer for more horizontal stuff. It looks like one of the old plugins failed to load. That's all right. Because the one thing I like about it, in the audio mixer for OBS, it actually tells you where the scales are. So if we want to avoid massive clipping, but we want to kind of stay towards that -6 decibel limit range, it keeps it pretty sound. I try not to go above that. I mean, really, the goal here is to kind of touch the red, but never really, you get into the red zone on there, but you don't really typically want to exceed the -6 decibel range. So it's kind of one of the things I'm trying to avoid, if any of that makes sense. In fact, if anything, I might even just take a little screen grab of this. There we go. I think, what's the snipping tool? Do you guys know what this, it's like, what was it? Control-Alt-S? Snipping tool? Oh, that's not it. Whoopsies. I need the cropping tool. Let's crop it. Okay, snipping tool. So this actually, just having this available, I love the snipping tool, by the way. Having that is kind of my basis point to have a more visualization, a better visualization of this. Yeah, so overall, I mean, what's great is with this type of limiter, I can still be in the red, still be loud enough for people to hear me, but not loud enough to where I'm super duper obnoxious. Because you still want to touch red is really the goal. At the end of the day, you still want to touch the red zone on there, but you don't want to be overly loud. You still want to find that counterbalance. And it's tough, man. It's tough to find that counterbalance, but I find that for my Yeti microphone, the way I have it set up on my Windows computer, keeping the gain level to 7.5 decibels, and then also keeping the natural gain of the microphone to about the 9 o'clock on the knob, that's how I tend to see it working. I don't. Now, everybody's like, hey, sub for sub. I only do simp for simp. If you want to simp, then you gotta be a pimp, all right? You gotta be pimping and simping all day long in a juicy, 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 juicy man thong. But yeah, overall, checking the board. So the audio looks good. I think keeping it at -6 for the decibel levels is perfect. I mean, what else am I missing, really? We're keeping things in a pretty healthy range. It's peaking right there, but we're not exceeding that -6. I'll probably end up listening to it a little bit more. You know, it's interesting seeing all these different vertical lives. Very fascinating indeed. All right, you guys, I'm checking for one more factor here. We might want to keep the text maybe a little lower. Maybe like down to 90 pixels, I think, would be perfect. Kind of in between that, not in the shadow range. Doing one more test, you guys. Doing a little bit of an A/B test. I'm seeing visually what I think about this. Like, what do I feel? How does this make me feel when I look at it? That sort of thing. So what are you guys doing for this government shutdown moment? Are any of you guys federal workers? Like anybody like, you know, got my boys Nathan and Billy coming over here in just a second. So while I'm waiting for them, I figure I would do a couple A/B tests on here. Thank you guys for putting up with the Testerooski. Yeah, I think instead of putting the equal sign on there, I think Super Chat is read live on air. I think would be a little better. Is read live on air. And then what we'll do is we'll transform it to where it's in the center horizontal. Of course. Let's see here. Oh, come in. Oh, hey, nothing much. Yeah, I'll get the table set up here in a second, brother. Just doing one quick test before I end this. Doing a bit of an A/B test, I guess you could say. Let's see. I got rid of that one table, so I was like, there'd be more room for stuff over here. I figure it adds more space to the overall thing.
As long as you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't really need more than one desk anyway. It's not like I'm doing the T-Tech stuff anyway, so I'm like, Let's see, so... Yeah, what do you think about this from a mobile standpoint? Because I'm trying to look at the... doing like a little A/B test, I guess you could say. I'm trying to... Because that's what it's looking like right now during the live stream. With the top part where it says, like, subscribe first and stuff like that. And,
Oh, you mean your...
like the chat highlight, like where the placement is, because I'm trying to keep it more to the top so it doesn't interfere with the lower part, because the marketability seems to be working. Trying to kind of make it towards not in the way though, keeping it more towards the top and less in the way. And I think the more, because I think people do look at the top to see how many people are viewing and how many people have liked the stream, because if you look at other vertical streams, you can see those types of things on there. Well, and not just that. I'm just talking about just overall, just where I placed him, because it doesn't seem like it's interfering with anything, and it seems to be clearly legible at the top. And most people are looking at the top to begin with to see like how many people are viewing and stuff. So it's...
You should move the banner a little over to the left so the crown is on your head.
That's actually a funny idea. That would be pretty good. See, I'm trying to keep it centered, but that's a funny idea, though. Actually, that might make people feel like little kings, depending on how their profile picture is. Most profile pictures on here are just usually dongs, or usually a dog. It's usually, I swear to God, all the profiles that seem to go into my chat are usually like these. Like, we got my boy Dog Eat Dog. It's just a picture of a dog, and he just says, "It looks like you're eating shit." I'm like, damn it. And we got Brad Lacken just being like, liar.
It's not your computer.
Yeah, I just lay in. I'm just like, yeah, it's not mine.
He's your biggest fan. He just doesn't want to admit it.
It's so funny though, because dude, that guy, it's so funny because sometimes he'll give me super chats and be like, you know, my wife hates you because all I do is watch you and stuff, and I'm like,
shitting for 4 hours.
And he also said, he's like, when we're making love, I make her say your name. And I'm like, Brad, you were doing maximum level trolling. It's just so funny because he'll go from being nice, and then all of a sudden, liar, you fucking stole your computer. So I'm like, God, I can't win with you, dude. All right, so I just want to let everybody know. My Brony brothers, we are going to be playing some Magic. In fact, if I can get my phone fully charged, I might end up just doing a separate live stream where I film how bad I am at Magic. Oh, that one is that's my security cam. No, actually, I got that. My girlfriend's mom gave that to me. This is my Pixel 5. That one's actually a Motorola. I just use it as a security cam. So, and then this one I use as my pure backup. So if I really, really need it, if I need to text somebody on like Messenger or something like that, I can still use it, and if it's even charged at the moment. But it's a good phone though, man. I love the Pixel 5. As far as backup phones are concerned, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's this is the This is how
Command center.
this is the command center, and it's very haphazard. So I got the chats where I can highlight chats. So if I want, I can highlight Carl right here. He'll pop up on the screen, and I'm using a little program called Social Stream Ninja, which allows me to. It's a really interesting program because it gives you that overlay, it gives you that chat highlighting feature, and you can even put a doc into Streamlabs OBS like I have here, where you could see the chats and highlight the chats that you want to show directly on the screen.
That's where you upload your OnlyFans.
By the way, everybody, I just want to let you know, I don't know if I could promote my OnlyFans on here, so I'm going to say I don't have an OnlyFans, but I think you know, deep down, you know the answer to that question. I haven't been on there in a while. I think they
100 donations. Someone's like, please pay attention to me, please.
Brad, oh my god, that's probably why he's so mad at me, dude. He knows about my OnlyFans.
We're most toast.
They're both my. Oh, just want to let you guys know, OnlyFans is a degenerate website. Don't go on there; it's sick. It's the degeneration of society. But having said that, though, if I were a woman, I would absolutely be going on. Dude, there's so many simps in the world. If I was a woman, dude, I would be like, dude, hey boys, $50 per feet pic, $100 per.
What's stopping you?
I got nice feet. You know, all things considered, I got hairless feet for the most part. They're long, so if there's any, you know, I'm assuming there's gay dudes who like, you know, feet, you know, so. Don't get any ideas. I'm not saying I sell feet pics. I just want to let you guys know yet. It may be down the pipeline. I don't know. Depends on what I have to do. But no, I'm sticking to YouTube. No OnlyFans. Just want to just so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. OnlyFans is not on the docket. One day. But I will say this.
It's on the back burner.
And I can show you the world. And my wiener, it's right here. Okay, anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Enough ruining Disney songs like I've been doing lately. Tonight may or may not be, depending on my mood, a baby oil stream, specifically for baby oil. Now, I will have my usual clown makeup on. I was thinking about getting my Dirty Sanchez stash right here, and blue eyebrows, possibly. I want people to realize that I'm woke. And, oh, God.
The facility day, Ice.
Oh, God.
Do you remember me? I was so sad.
Ice, don't come here, please.
I can't believe you didn't fucking know that was me.
I actually didn't. That was. I actually thought it was just somebody effing with me.
Plus that I started with the Chris Hansen shit. I could not have presumed that you would fall back to actually like, oh my God, was that a person? I loved the hang up too. That was great. I used Nikita's phone, so you didn't have the number.
Oh, okay.
You didn't think it was odd that an ICE facility had a 541 number?
I was like, oh.
Oh, call from Portland.
That's 503, baby.
All right, well, my brony brothers out there, I want to say thank you.
It's weird that when Christy Nome visited the DHS facility, she didn't live stream anything. You know, if it was so bad, wouldn't she have wanted to show people how bad it was?
Oh, God.
Whereas I actually watched...
Like, wait a minute, we went to the pound on accident.
I watched a live stream that happened to actually pan up while she was there on the roof with camera people. It's fucking ridiculous.
But all right, my brony brothers and sisters, I am going to play some Magic, and if my phone is fully charged...
Are you streaming?
Oh, yeah. And I'm creaming.
Calling them out right now.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, this is
Go here in person.
Mike, pay me rent for your computer.
So first off, Brad Lacken, don't listen to him. I'm tired of you accusing me.
Computer, it's my house. Where's my rent money?
Nathan, can you please read this statement?
Test paper, the lazy brown
This
fox.
apartment totally belongs to Mike.
Antifa? Mike, you're
You gotta-
giving money to Antifa?
Oh, no.
He pays for it with his own beautiful money.
Communist money?
Biggest money you've ever seen.
Mike's a communist. You heard it here.
And and also my computer is totally mine and 100% paid for, and it's totally not Nathan's or Billy's. Okay, it's Nathan's and Billy's.
I was a computer once, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh God, no! Don't bring that back. Don't bring that meme back. All right, my bro.
I saved it until I took it.
Okay. All right. Well, you bronies, you guys take it easy, and I will see you guys a little bit later on tonight during my freak off streams, and I'll be there.